Hi guys, it's Miss Fife again. Today we're going to stick with our simple sentences. As you can see, we have a new set of sentences. We're going to review the procedure for how to identify the verbs and subject in a sentence, and then we're going to talk about something, or I'm going to talk briefly about something called a noun phrase to help you locate what we call the head word in a sentence. So as I look at this sheet, I'm going to do something apparently not everybody does, and that's read the directions. Says simple sentence set 2, step 1, identify the verb. First, by asking yourself, what is the word that shows mental or physical action or a state of being? So once I've figured out the verb, then identify the subject by asking myself, who or what did that verb? The answer to that question is the subject. You then underline the verb twice and the subject once. And I'm going to stick with my colors from yesterday, which means I'm going to underline the verb twice in red and the subject once in blue. Our first sentence is an example of a sentence that has a noun phrase. The noun phrase is also known as the complete subject, and I'm going to show you what I mean as I do the identification. So the first sentence that we're going to go over is an easy one for us to use the identification process because it has an action verb, and those are the easiest to spot. I did see some people were having a difficult time with linking verbs yesterday. So let's go back to sentence number 1. It says, the old gray dog limped down the lane. Well, what's the action? The action, easy, limped. So that's my verb. Now I ask myself, who or what limped? Well, it is a noun phrase here. It's the old gray dog. But for the purposes of this activity, I am not interested in the complete subject. I only want what's known as the head word. And in order to find that head word, or sometimes known as the main subject of the sentence, I'm going to eliminate by looking at what the sentence needs for it to make sense. So when I think of who or what limped, it wasn't the limped or old that limped or gray that limped, but it was the dog that limped. So my main noun or head word is dog. So that is the subject of this sentence. The subject and the verb. You'll notice I added a little step there. I'm asking you to label the subject with S and the verb with V. And you'll see that this sentence is commonly known as a simple sentence with the SV formula. Let's try the next one. The silver winged plane soared. It's an easy one again because the verb is an action. What's the action? Soared. Who or what soared? Again, it's a noun phrase, the silver winged plane, but I'm looking for that noun that this sentence can't do without, and that would be plane. You'll notice that these sentences are also simple in that they are still following the formula where the subject comes before the verb. Again, like I said yesterday, that's not going to be every sentence, but you will find that that's a common pattern. Down at the bottom, you have your next step. So you're going to finish those 10 sentences, double underlining the verb, single underlining the head noun or the subject, the simple subject, and then you're going to label it as an SV because all of these all have one subject and one verb. Next step is to craft your own original sentences. They all have to be about the theme of summer activities. The first one I wrote is, I enjoy swimming in the summer. You'll see that I typed it. I used a text box. I used a pretty easy to read font, 12 point. Now I'm going to have to underline this one as well using the identification process. So I enjoy swimming in the summer. What is the verb, the action here? The action is that I enjoy. Oh, I lost my pattern here. Enjoy. Who or what enjoys? Me. And that again is an SV. Excellent. And now that we're done with that, if you finish all 5 of those and the 10 at the top, you would submit that, and that is your one and only assignment for today. But I'm going to torture you a little bit and review something with you that you might remember from elementary school. If I can blow it up, it would be great. And that is the helping verb song. So the helping verb song is going to help you, I hope, to remember all of the helping verbs from the list yesterday. There are 23.
Helping verbs, there are 23. Am, is, are, was, and were, being, been, and be. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, and would. There were 5 more helping verbs, may, might, must, can, could.
And wouldn't it be great if that was an extra credit assignment after the quiz on Friday to post to Flipgrid? Yes, it would, Miss Fife. I think that's a wonderful idea. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, 10:30, we are going to have our conversation online. What is that? Zoom. We'll zoom. See you later.